So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a tough week for rock and roll fans this week. The passing of Dwayne Eddy and the announcement, just in recent hours, that a key member of Electric Light Orchestra, led by Jeff Lynne, has passed away. He was one of my favorite musicians growing up. I'm a big ELO fan. Of course, we're talking about the great Richard Tandy, who passed away again May 1st at age 76. The English musician was a full-time keyboardist in ELO. His palette of keyboards, including mini Moog, clavinet, mellotron, and piano, was an important ingredient in the group's sound, especially the albums A New World Record, Out of the Blue, Discovery, and Time, which a lot of people consider the four bests. He collaborated musically with ELO frontman Jeff Lynne on many projects, among them for the Electric Dream soundtrack, very underrated if you can pick it up, Lynne's solo album Armchair Theater, and the Lynne produced Dave Edmunds album Information. Now, Tandy's keyboards were an integral part of ELO sound and included piano, a mini Moog, a clavinet, Oberheim, Wurlitzer electric piano, Mellotron, Yamaha CS80, ARP 2600, and their harmonium. He was also proficient on guitar. On some albums, he's also credited with vocals or backing vocals, without any specification of which songs. Tandy was Lynne's right-hand man in the studio and co-arranged the strings with Lynne and Lewis Clark from El Dorado onwards. In '85, Tandy formed the Tandy Morgan Band, featuring Dave Morgan and Martin Smith, both of whom had worked with ELO in live concerts. In '85, the Tandy Morgan Band released the concept album Earthwise. After permanently switching from bass to keyboards, Tandy's initial onstage setup was on a mini Moog synthesizer and a Wurlitzer electric piano and occasionally grand piano, as seen as ELO's performance of Roll Over Beethoven on the Midnight Special, which he otherwise used mainly in the studio. However, he gradually added more keyboards to his stage and studio rig, including a Hohner clarinet, Mellotron, which was largely relegated to stage use, and other synthesizers, and he began to make more regular use of the grand piano both on stage and in the studio. He also used the Yamaha CS80, the ARP 2600, the ARP Omni, Polymoog, Micromoog, ARP Quadra, and Oberheim synthesizers from the late 70s to early 80s. Now, featured on many labels, United Artists, Jet, Harvest Records, Epic, EMI, and Sony BMG, mostly from '68 to current day. Now, inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017 as a member of ELO, he and a band, charted, it was 36 top 40 hits in the U.S. and numerous number ones worldwide, including mostly UK, Canada, and Australia. Now, born on March 48 in Birmingham, and educated at Mossley School, where he first met future bandmate, the drummer Bev Bevin. Tandy would later be reunited in Bevin in '68 when he played a harpsichord on the Move's UK number one chart single Blackberry Way, and briefly joined them live playing keyboards, but switched to bass when regular bassist Trevor Burton was sidelined due to shoulder injury. When Burton was able to play again, Tandy left to join the Uglies. Now, in '72, he served as the bassist in the first lineup of ELO, originally a side project of The Move, before becoming the band's full-time keyboardist. He collaborated musically with ELO frontman Jeff Lynne on many projects, among the songs for the Electric Dream soundtrack, Lynne's solo album Armchair Theater, and of course the Dave Edmunds album Information. Now, the ELO sound was pretty well based on their his lead and Jeff Lynne's lyrics and tone and guitar. Very effective. If you hear a ELO song once, you'll never forget it. Now, eventually, he joined the Tandy Morgan Band, featured Dave Morgan and Martin Smith, both of whom had worked with ELO in live concerts. In '85, the Tandy Morgan Band again released the concept album Earthwise, a remastered version released on CD on a Rock Legacy label in 2011. A follow-up to Earthrise with previously unpublished tracks was released as the BC Collection, containing one track written by Tandy and Nola Sad. Tandy's featured on every ELO album except '71's No Answer, recorded by Wood, Lynne, Bevin, Bill Hunt, and Steve Woolman prior to his arrival, and 2015 Alone in the Universe, on which all the instruments, aside for some percussion, were played by Lynne. Now, in 2012, he reunited with Lynne to record another ELO project, a live set of the band's biggest hits recorded at Lynne's Bungalow Playa Palace Home Recording Studio, which was broadcast on TV. In 2013, Tandy joined Lynne in performing two songs from Children in Need Rocks, Livin' Thing and Mr. Blue Sky. He was also part of ELO's set on Radio 2's Festival of the Day in September 2014 and played a piano solo on the song One More Time from Lynne's ELO 2019 album From Out of Nowhere. Now, after permanently switching from bass to keyboards, Tandy's initial onstage setup was in a mini Moog synthesizer and a Wurlitzer. He also played a harmonium on Kiwama on ELO too. Now, his personal life was interesting. Tandy's first marriage was to Carol Cookie, a friend of Cleo Oldzer, but the marriage ended in divorce. He then married his second wife, Sheila. He lived variously in Birmingham, France, and L.A., but by the early to mid-2000s, he had resided in Wales. Now, Jeff Lynne made the announcement that Tandy had died at the age of 76, memorialized him as a remarkable musician and friend. Now, the ELO oeuvre, again, we're going to go over some of the key songs because it's just tremendous, especially from the early 1970s onward. And let me tell you something. The success of the band has just been tremendous over the years because anybody who was growing up in the 70s and 80s would look at ELO as sort of what they call music of the times. It was stagey, it was beautiful, a lot of Beatles, influence, and let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, tremendous. So we're going to talk about this. Now, the big albums, of course, the Electric Light Orchestra came out in 71, then ELO 2, On the Third Day, El Dorado, Face the Music, a New World record, Out of the Blue. Discovery for a lot of people, it's their best non-movie album, but Xanadu charted number one across the world. So singles-wise, very, very, very intense amount of singles. So here's the key ones, and I want you to check them out online. The 1050-38 Overture, Roll Over Beethoven, Showdown, Mama Ma Belle, Daybreaker, Can't Get It Out of My Head, which was their first top 10 in the States, Boy Blue, Evil Woman, which actually was the biggest hit he had in France up at that time, Night Rider, Strange Magic, Showdown, Livin' Thing, Rock Area, Do Ya, Telephone Line, Turn a Stone, Mr. Blue Sky, Wild West Hero, Sweet Talkin' Woman, It's Over, Shine a Little Love, The Diary of Horace Wimp, Don't Bring Me Down, Confusion, Last Train to London, I'm Alive, Xanadu, All Over the World, Don't Walk Away, Hold On Tight to Your Dreams, When Silver in the UK, Twilight, Rain is Falling, Here's the News, Ticket to the Moon, The Way Life's Meant to Be, Rock and Roll is King, Secret Messages, Four Little Diamonds, Train of Gold, Stranger, Buildings Have Eyes, Calling America, which was their last key hit, So Serious, and Getting to the Point, and Sorry About the Fall. And of course, Surrender from 2006. So, top 10 hits, again, tremendous throughout the years. 15 in the UK, but top 40 in the States and numerous categories. And worldwide number one's quite strong as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's so interesting that Tandy is sort of a name for electronic equipment. I don't know if he would have ripped him off for that. If I would have asked him that, I said, is it the reason why he chose electronics in the word Tandy? I don't think they did, but Richard Tandy would be missed. But just like Bernie Taupin is Elton John, he was a close pal of Jeff Lynne all those years. If you didn't have him and Bev Vivant, and you know how good keyboarders is towards bands, you look at Geddy Lee in Rush and the various art bands of the 70s and 80s. Richard Tandy, probably, again, maybe one of the most underrated keyboarders of all time, because all he did is help ELO make many hits. So, ladies and gentlemen, another rock and roll loss. If you like what you're doing here with our tribute podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. And don't forget, requests are always appreciated and always highly considered. Have a good one. Bye.